Hi, all. Welcome back to the CAT 2021 first impressions for slot 2. And after the slot 1, I think at least those students who have gone to slot 2 thinking that they have a number in mind, the 66 question number in mind, would probably find that it was doable in that sense. Now some people who have come out, like our Manvi Rastogi is saying and a couple of others are saying, that the quantitative ability was a little more difficult than probably what was expected as the slot 1 was. What we are going to do right now is a very quick analysis of those of you who have just come out of slot 2 and people still going to slot 3. I'm going to share with you a presentation quickly so that you know what's going to happen. I am just the slot 2 window. You can see that. First and foremost, the slot 2 was exactly similar in terms of the paper pattern as slot 1. In that sense, there are no surprises. So all of you can also expect for slot 3, those of are going to slot 3, that there will be 24 questions in verbal ability, 20 questions in DI, and 22 questions in quantitative ability. So that for GP sir, Shivku sir will be here at 4 o'clock for a comprehensive analysis. But the first analysis that I'm going to do is to kind of give you an overview of what happened. Okay, now this is the overall structure. Once again, all of you can see on screen 24, 20, 20 and 22. The interesting thing is, there were, while naam ke vaste bar chart was given, I'm sure those of you have written the the slot 2, the bar chart was not really a bar chart, a number game. It was very simple. It was a very simple one. Those 4 questions, similar to what happened in the slot 1 with a bar chart, I would say very much doable. Even the tournament wala, I don't know how many of you have done the tournament wala. Those of you have written slot 2. The tournament was also not very difficult according to GP and Shivku, who have just written the exam, and also some of the students. However, the rating points and the assignment, the 10 items and assignment, was not very easy, or at least it was time consuming. So the DILR, okay, clearly Saket, Nitrona, Ayush, Ankita, very good. Now that clearly shows us that the IIMs and especially the CAT setters have tried to follow exactly similar type of questions in both the slots, and very likely that slot 3 will be very similar to the slot 1 and slot 2. In other words, there will be a slight increase because the data interpretation logical reasoning section, at least on first impressions, was slightly more easier than the slot 1 students, for the slot 1 students, and which means if 27 to 28 was the 99 percentile for DILR, this will be around 28 to 30 or 31. Quant, however, there is not much of a change. Some of you are saying, in fact, I want to ask this question to all of you who are listening to me. How many of you found that quant was not easy, or rather quant was moderate to difficult? Can I look at some of those numbers on the chat window? Saha says quant couldn't attempt much. Quant was very difficult. Moderate to difficult is what Shivam and Ankita are saying. Rasi also finds it very difficult is what Shivam is saying. Mayank Sharma says moderate. Noel Gupta says, yes, you have done. Arnav says difficult. Komal Gupta. Saket Bharti is saying quant was easy but difficult, or lengthy rather. Could attempt only 7 to 8 is what Priya Shah. VA was also tough, sir, is what Queen's Sacrifice saying. Only did 10 questions in very difficult is what Kanish says. Was lengthy, moderate. Ruladiya, Shubham Kumar. So here is where I think probably when GP sir I had a word with, quant was hell is what you are saying. What GP sir said, that the last 10 questions that he got out of the 22, the last 10 questions he got were not very difficult. So if you are good that 10, 12, maybe just about 40, 42 could have been easier. So with your inputs, what I can say is this probably will be around 38 marks. or 36 marks for the 99 percentile. 36 to 38 is what I would say will be your 99 percentile as far as the quantitative section is concerned. Verbal ability, the two RCs were easy. Is that correct? As compared to DI, if I am saying where two RC is doable and the verbal was easy, would that be a correct assessment? Correct. Nandini Agarwal is saying the same thing. I did 4 questions in last 10 minutes. Very, very true. Would you agree? Yeah. So that is where probably 39 to 40 marks in verbal ability, especially verbal ability, there would have been at least 5 out of the 8 questions that you could have comfortably solved. Even if you do 3 RCs properly, that's 12 questions, get about 8 correct there and about 5 here, 13 correct into 3, 39 marks, plus or minus here would be your 99 plus percentile. That is what our very, very simple analysis says. Too easy, too tough is absolutely correct. Alias Gar Merchant, VA was balanced is also correct. And Swapnil, I'm very glad that you did all 24. 2 sets in VA or other RC were easy is what everybody's saying. So Ayush, 85 to 90 percentile marks for QA. My bet is not more than 85 to 90 will be not more than 20 to 23 marks. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, I want you to come. The slot 2 detailed analysis will be at 4 p.m. Book your slot right now. My idea was to kind of give you a quick analysis of what happened. This paper was very similar to the CAT 2021. Once again, the verbal ability section, I can guarantee you that was very similar to the few CDCs, the countdown mocks that you have done. And DILR was similar to the CAT 2020 with a lesser choices. And QA LOD was not as difficult, especially given that there is a lot of arithmetic. Winner 11, 15, 13, and 18 is pretty good. Go for the slot 3, Rahul. Wish you all the very best for that. And what we will do is meet you at 4 p.m. along with Shivku and GP for a full and detailed analysis, including in each of the types of questions, levels of questions that have come in that sense. The cutoff slots for 2, Pragat, as I said, 99% will be about 97, 98, but somewhere around 65 marks will get you a 90 plus percentile. Okay, with that, invalid URL is what saying, Srishti, just don't worry about it, it's over and done with, let's go ahead and crack the rest of it kind of things. Fair enough. So with that, very, very quick impression on the first one. Let me come back to you at 4 p.m. for a detailed analysis with GP and Shivku. We will go through set by area, a little more decent, little more detailed, and go up to what will be your, let's say, a 90 percentile, an 80 percentile, or even less. Invalid URL, Satvik Soni is saying, what I'll try to do is we'll give you that URL once again to you on this YouTube link. Thank you. I will make sure that one of us does that, guys. This if it is not working. All the best, Shubhradeep Bhattacharya. Right? And if Shreya or Aditi, if you are watching this, please see that the link that is the correct link so that there is no mistake for that. All the best, Ankita. All the best, Amish. Quant is difficult is what I've heard right now. We will work on what really happened so that the analysis will be more clearer as you come on, come at 4 o'clock and see the analysis for yourself. Till that time, chill a little bit. All slot 3 students, wish you all the very best. Go there and crack it. Kolimi Akila, thank you.